Oh, that's recording. Whoops. Whoops. Please ignore it. Wrong. Wrong. There we go. That was my recording one, not my actual one I used. So for a quick note, a quick reminder, I do actually stream this both on Twitch and on Discord. So if you hear random people come in, that's because I gladly let people just hop in on Discord. I might make this more open and let anyone who wants to join my Discord allowed on in. If you're watching this on Twitch, I will provide a link to my Discord so you can go join it if you so wish. Because I keep forgetting to actually give people that. Yes, I actually do want this. Thank you, chat. Thank you, chat. It's exclamation point social, which is everyone has access to it. The community Discord is the one you want. The Intrinsic Discord is for the Minecraft series I am a part of. That's just a quick note. If not, my Discord is also located on my Twitter. I don't remember where it's located on my Twitter. I'll have to post it again eventually. It is also linked in other places, so if you want access to it, it's relatively easy to find. If not, go hit up Arrow, who sometimes comes on by. Now that we're going to be here, I'm going to pull this lovely, lovely thing up. Because we are on day 4. Why day 4? Because that's it. This is day 4. This is our save data. This is our... I need to delete that. But these are our choices. I just got another one here just in case, because I don't specifically remember what the difference is. But I do know if you make the wrong choices, you could just be locked out of an ending because, oh, you silly person, you. Because UBW is the first route with more than one ending. Oh. It has a true ending. A true ending and a good ending. We shall see what they both are once we reach day 15. But first, day 4. The 4th day. Awakening. February 3rd. Unlimited Blade Works. Day 4. 1 day. 3. It's a landscape I've never seen before. A fiery sky above. An infinite number of swords at my feet. Are they traces of war? The world is inorganic. There is no living thing. The ashen wind courses through the sword. The swords stand like trees in a forest. Not just 10 or 20. Not just 100 or 200. No matter how many there are, if it's impossible for them to be counted, they might as well be infinite. The tools are rusting without anybody to use them. A ruin of infinite swords. He thinks that. It is like a graveyard. My vision returns. I don't know how long it's been, but I can feel the warm sunlight. A dream. I opened my eyes and recalled the dream I was having. That hill of swords. I'm sure I saw that dream because I saw Saber along with the fire in the cemetery. Oh, you're awake. If you're alright now, that's good. Then Toscarin says in normal tone while looking down at me. I jump up. I instantly jump back against the wall to get away from Toscarin. What are you doing in my room? My head spins. I should have been at the Hill of Swords. No, at the burning cemetery? So why am I sleeping in my room? Why are you here? What was I doing? My head spins even more after I say that. Not because of this surprising event. I'm surprised about seeing Tosaka right now when I wake up, and it's causing my heart to beat at an abnormal rate. You should just be surprised about one thing. You're not skilled enough to handle two. Tosaka is just acting cool. That's not my groggy mind didn't focus. That's right. It's natural to be surprised after seeing Tosaka immediately after waking up. But that must mean... See, I guess you carried me here after I fell unconscious. Wow, you're sharper than I thought. You're confused, but you're thinking as well. Yeah, that is certainly interesting. I wish she wouldn't say things that I could take as either an insult or praise. Then it's only been half a day. If you were able to get home, that means you were able to get away. Yep. I'm glad you're so smart. She must be satisfied. Saying goodbye, Tosaka starts to leave. Where are you going? Are you still asleep? This is your house. It's not a place I can stay in. She speaks clearly. Her eyes say, we're enemies. That's true. Last night, in the church, I said I would fight. So we can only fight each other. Great. I'm sorry. I'm sorry for being late, but thank you. Then, Tosaka stops and glares at me. Hold on. Why are you thanking me? Well, you helped me, right? I'd be more thankful for that if you're my enemy. Hey, sit there. I don't know what she wants, but I'm sure it's bad if I don't obey. Come on. He taps on the tatami. Seems a serious matter to talk about. I sit down. Look, I'll tell you. Since you don't seem to understand, you'll die if you think like that. What do you mean if I think like that? I'm telling you not to thank your enemies. You'll die 100 times if you're worried about such a thing. Look, others are just obstacles. Don't think they're like you just because they have human form or they speak. Tosaka speaks with a strong voice and sharp eyes. She's certainly right. If it's wrong to feel compassion for an enemy, it is also wrong to consider them to be just like you. So I decided to fight only things I need to defeat. Yes, I understand her point of view, but... Are you listening to me? The Holy Grail War is a war to kill each other, so don't consider the other masters as human beings. Be ready to kill your own family. Jeez, this is the first rule of being a master. Well, but... I understand that. Then why didn't you kill me? Isn't this a problem? That's because... Where did her previous attitude go? She grumbles angrily. I just didn't feel like it. I owed you, and it's not fair to get you when you're sleeping. So I just wasn't in the mood. Tosaka, can you just say something about like doing everything to win? Yes, this is a mistake on my part. It was a mistake I made because I know I'm stronger. Well, I guess it's a flap of mind. Oh, I heard that phrase before. Flapping your mind. Does it? Oh, it doesn't mean you're fat. You sure are funny. But you shouldn't say unnecessary things from now on. Stupid comments will only bring you down. That was scary. I feel a chill back up. Well, that's all I had to say. Ask your servant about the rest. Tosaka stands up and leaves for sure this time. Goodbye. We'll be enemies next time we meet, so be prepared. And with that, she disappears. It really must have been a whim of hers to carry me here and treat me. She left with no regrets or sentiment, leaving only the line that we're enemies. Well, I take a breath and analyze the situation. I haven't had time to think since I saw the fight between Lancer and Archer last night. I see. And the figure there must have been Tosaka. I finally realized. I was stabbed by Lancer after that, and was saved for some reason. I was attacked by Lancer again. Saber saved me, and I became master. What I heard at the church. The killing is called the Holy Grail War. The Holy Grail, which grants any wish given to the winner. I can't absorb all the facts, but I've been attacked 3 times already, so I can't be confused forever. And most of all, I said I would fight since I could not ignore this battle. A fight for a single chair called the Holy Grail War. No matter what your expectations are, once you enter it, you can't survive unless you defeat your enemies. The problem is that defeating other masters might result in harm to innocent people, depending on your methods. That's why rejoice, Emi-ish. My reason for fighting is not to win or your wish will finally come true. It is to stop those who would win it by any means possible. Shouldn't be a mistake. Emiya Shiro has been training in magic to become a superhero to protect innocent people. Alright. I just need to talk to Saber. Check off the priest's words and exit to the hallway. I look through the house. I look everywhere someone could possibly be, including all the guest rooms, but I can't find Saber. She's in that outfit, so you'd think she'd be easy to find. Even so, I can't find Saber anywhere. I guess servants can become spirits, but I can't turn her into one anyway. No, first of all, even though they call me Master, I don't know anything about her. I don't understand who she is or how she exists. The only thing I understand is that I'm confident I'll be able to win this strange war if I'm with her. Because she is the Baber. And Baber always wins. She's not here either. I searched through the house. It's a big house, but I didn't play hide and seek here with Fujine as a kid for nothing. I know the most efficient way to search this place. If I haven't found her searching this much, then she should be either in the dojo or in the shed. Saber is in the silent dojo, but her appearance is different from yesterday's. Sitting in Japanese fashion on the wooden floor, she is not wearing her armor. She has changed to refined clothes that suit her well, and is sitting silently. I lose my voice at the figure. Sitting Japanese style with her back straight and eyes closed, Saber looks beautiful. Her state, melting into silence, reminds me of pure water. And that removes the final doubts within. Even if she is a serpent, I think she is holy. So I won't be led astray if I'm with her.
Saber!
Saber, I call out. Saber slowly opens her eyes and returns my gaze. You are awake, Shiro. A calm voice, her voice echoing through the dojo as if permeating it. It is surprisingly suited to this place. Yeah. I just got up. What were you doing here? I was resting. I cannot treat you, so I thought to make sure I was in perfect condition. Saber looks at me as she speaks. Well, feel the tension. Different from the kind I felt with Tosa. Shiro, what is it? Could it be that your body is still... No, there's no problem. Just reflect my own reasons, so don't worry. I take a step back and shake my head. Looking away from Saber, who's tilting her head questioningly, I calm my pounding heart. What am I so tense about? I take a deep breath. It doesn't seem to die down quickly. In fact, I don't think it ever will. Why did she get changed? I could play without meaning to. Saber's clothes are so real, they make me conscious of her womanhood, whether I like it or not. She's terribly beautiful. I thought I figured it out yesterday, but she really hits me now. Perhaps their armor looked so surreal I didn't notice yesterday. But if she dresses like a girl, I'm flustered and a healthy guy would be. Shiro. That's up the moment our eyes meet. But I didn't look for her, just to say nothing. I'm in trouble, but I can't say quite for her. Alright. Hi, Saber. It'll be the first time we sit down and talk. I'll make up my mind to talk to you, and then... Shiro. Before that, there's something I would like to address regarding last night. Alright, what is it? It is about last night. You are my master. It's troubling for you if you take such actions. Battle is my duty, so you should concentrate on your role. Last night. Think about what happened last night. You know, you got exploded. Talk about the time I tried to pull you to safety when Archer attacked. I can't help it. We were fighting, but that's the least I could do. It's only natural to help out when your partner is in need. Impossible. You do not understand what servants are, yet you still have so much faith in me already. Oh, Saber, you're really surprised. We did shake hands, and you've helped me so many times already. It's strange not to trust you. Saber looks at me in surprise. Did I have the wrong idea about our contract? I get nervous, so I ask. Saber shakes her head. As a servant, I appreciate your words. I know. You've been dealt a fatal blow, have you? The method was not a good one, but your instructions was. I see. I was desperate, but that was good. Yes, but please refrain from such actions next time. I can heal immediately if I'm ever wounded, but I have no way to heal you if you are wounded. Alright, I'll watch it. It was definitely reckless. I'll do better next time. I don't know how I can do things better, but I should stop doing things so recklessly. Simply just yell at her to move. She would have moved. Then. Yes, that is a good reply, Master. Was I acting that funny? I think she smiled for a second. I shake off my blush. There is something more important now. Something that I should have asked during the moment we got back last night. That if she really is my servant, and if she really is going to be joining this battle. Going back to the conversation, Saber. I'll ask you formally. Can I call you Saber? Yes. Since I have formed a contract with you as a servant, I am your sword, and shall follow your orders, beat your enemies, and protect you. Saber says so without the slightest hesitation. There's no room for me to question her about it. Become my sword. Is that to win this Holy Grail war? Is that not why you summoned me? No, I only summoned you by chance. As you know, I'm an amateur monk. I'm sorry, but I don't have the knowledge nor the power of a master. I've decided to fight, so I'll fight. I'm an unskilled master, but are you okay with that? Of course. You are my master, Shiro. This fact will not change. A servant does not get the freedom to choose its master. Let's see. And I should try to respond to her to the best of my ability. Alright. So you're content that I'm your master? Yes. But Shiro, I shall not allow defeat for my master. If you have no chance of victory, I shall make one for you. I will use any means possible to have you obtain the Holy Grail. We servants do not serve our masters without compensation. We serve because we also desire the Holy Grail. Hold on, the Holy Grail. You mean you want it too? Of course. After all, the only ones who could touch the Holy Grail in spirit form are these servants, who are also spirits. The master that wins the Holy Grail war will obtain the Holy Grail through the medium of their servant. After that, the servant will have its wish granted in compensation. That is the relationship between masters and servants. I see. Now that she says that, it's obvious that something like heroic spirit would never obey a mere human being. Since they have their own objectives, they serve the master in exchange. And that means Saber has a wish she wants granted. That is why Saber has no doubts. But, hold on, Saber. You said any means possible, right? Does that mean you don't care what measures you take to win the war? For example, doing something like the priest said, involving innocent people and creating a disaster like what happened 10 years ago. Shiro, that is not a possibility. I can only do things I allow myself to do. I cannot betray my beliefs. It is against a knight's oath to hurt others, or unarmed. But I must obey you if you order me. So in that case, you will have to use one of your command spells to compensate for treading inside. I am overwhelmed by her angry voice. But still, I am happy and relieved. Her lack of doubt gave her this cold fighting machine. But I now know she is not a cold-blooded killer. I won't let you do such. Like you said, we have to do our best for what we can do. I'm really sorry. I insulted you without realizing it. No, I leapt to a hasty conclusion without knowing your intentions. You are not at fault, so please raise your head. Sorry. I apologize without realizing it. I raised my head. I don't know what's so funny, but Saber has a small smile on her face. Well, I'm glad she's smiling, so I won't ask her about it. Alright. Then can I ask you something else? Masters are magic that summon servants, right? That's fine, but I don't quite understand you guys like Saber and Lancer. I know those aren't your real names. Yes, those are only the names of the classes given to us. Alright, I shall describe it briefly, since we have the chance. We servants are heroic spirits. We have each one famed during our lives or have accomplished some great deed beyond human ability. Whatever the means, we are beings who have reached the rank of God with our own strength. That doesn't even need to be said. Heroic spirits are heroes with supernatural abilities when they were alive, who were worshipped after their deaths, and then become promoted to the rank of spirits instead of becoming ghosts. But that is also our disadvantage. As we are heroes, our weaknesses have been recorded. Revealing our names, revealing our identities, means revealing our weaknesses. It will not be a problem if we are fighting a lower spirit, but each time, which each of us is a spirit capable of killing each other. If our weaknesses are revealed, the enemy will take advantage of them to defeat us. I see. Heroes usually do have opponents they're weak against. That's why you're hiding your real name and using the name Saber. Yes. However, I am not called Saber only for that reason. There are 7 servants called forth for the Holy Grail, and each one of these is selected according to class. I mean like Saber and Archer. Yes, summoning a true heroic spirit is already almost a miracle. Summon 7 is too much even for the Holy Grail. As a solution, the Holy Grail prepares 7 vessels in advance and only calls forth heroic spirits compatible with those vessels. Those are the 7 classes. Saber, Lancer, Archer, Rider, Caster, Assassin, Berserker. The Holy Grail calls forth from all time the heroic spirits with abilities to correspond to each of these classes. And those who receive these classes are called servants. See, your heroic spirits go with swords, so you were summoned as a saber. Yes, there are heroic spirits with multiple attributes, but I believe I am best when it comes to swords. But that is also the weakness of the saber class. Since I am not a mage, I can only defeat your enemies as you hold sword. They're not well suited for trickery. No, I don't think that's a weakness. You are that powerful. So that should be enough, right? Shiro, you cannot win this war just by being strong in battle. For instance, if your enemy is stronger than you in combat, what will you do? If I knew I couldn't beat them in combat, I'd have to do something. I'd fight. Comes as much I understand. If the enemies are strong, you wouldn't fight a proper battle. Beating opponents with your sword isn't the only way to fight. If you can't beat an enemy with your sword, all you have to do is beat them some other way. Exactly. If your enemy discovers you are skilled in combat, your enemy will not challenge you to combat. And in that sense, servants lack the ability to use any means possible. The servant assassin has low attributes, but a special ability to hide their presence. And the servant caster is versed in magic, but does not exist in this age. You cannot be optimistic because of the mere difference in power. And on top of that, we have our noble phantasms. No matter what kind of servant we are, as heroic spirits, we have our guaranteed final fatal attack. Noble phantasm. It's not a term I have heard before. I think I might know what it means by the sound of it, though. Noble phantasms are special weapons carried by servants. Weapons like Lancer's lance, Archer's bow, and my sword are such. Heroes are not called heroes by themselves. Heroes have the weapon that symbolizes them and make them a hero. Hero and his weapon are one, so those who became heroic spirits each wield a powerful weapon. That is the noble phantasm, the trump card for servants, and the thing you must take care of the most. Saber says noble phantasms are weapons that heroes wielded when they were alive. Recall that blue knight. A lance that absorbed magical energy from the air and pierced Saber's chest with incredible movements. That was clearly not something fit for human. That lance itself carried a strong curse, but I also felt an overwhelming amount of magical energy in the world, where the Lancer said back then. And could it be Saber? A noble phantasm of magic. Lancer's lance certainly seemed like a lance with history. The lance itself wasn't extraordinary. While that lance went beyond the realm of weapons with his words, isn't that some sort of magic? Yes, noble phantasms are certainly similar to magic. For example, Lancer's lance. The lance itself is a noble phantasm, but it demonstrates its full potential only when he puts magical energy into it and says its true name. A noble phantasm could be called a materialized divine mystery. As spells are necessary to activate magic, recitation of the true name is necessary to awaken and activate a noble phantasm. But there is also danger in that. By saying the true name of their noble phantasm, the identity of the servant is revealed. Oh yeah. Heroes and their weapons are one. If you know the weapon's name, you naturally know the identity of the owner. Saber nods silently. That is why Noble Phantasms is a trump card. In exchange for revealing the name, it launches an unavoidable fatal blow. But when it does not prove fatal, the servant will expose all its weaknesses. And Saber, is your Noble Phantasm that invisible sword? Yes, but I have not revealed its identity yet. No servant should know my true name at this point. Saying that, Saber looks down awkwardly for a second. Sure. I have a request about that matter. What kind of request? About my real name. Usually servants give their true names to the master only to determine future plans. But you are inexperienced as a mage. When you get a sneeze, but it doesn't really work. Experienced as a mage. A superior mage would be able to read your mind, so... Oh, you can't tell me your real name. Yeah, you're right. Like hypnotism, suggestion, or well, I don't think there'd be any. But if any other masters had mystic eyes, I might just start babbling about it. Alright, let's do that. I'll rely on you to decide when to use your noble phantasm. Can you really decide that so quickly? It wasn't easy. I thought it through. I agreed after thinking about it, so don't worry. Well, I get most of this stuff, but I still don't have a grasp of the situation. This is strange, now that I think about it. Even though I've decided to fight, the only many I know is Tosaka, and I don't intend to fight her. Well, I shouldn't be thinking that Tosaka is ready to fight me any day. Hey Saber, do servants and their masters have some sort of mark? I don't really know what I should be doing. No, unfortunately there is no clear way to distinguish them. But if other servants are near, servants are able to sense them. All the more if they are materialized. Servants themselves are powerful magic. I'm sure you felt berserker presence. That is true. Would be bad able to tell only when you're attacked. I need to at least know before they approach, so I can take some sort of confirmation. Then how about searching for the master's presence? Masters are magi. If they use magic for a living, they will leak magic religion. If you search for that, you may be able to determine the masters in this town. Unfortunately, I can't do that sort of thing. After all, I didn't realize the identity of Tosaka, who goes to the same school as I do. We were in the same building for 2 years, and on top of that, I've seen her several times. No wonder people call me an amateur. The only evidence I have of master is a command spell. It seems there'll be a lot of difficulties ahead. Sorry. And then... Sure. Would you close your eyes for a moment? Saber, speak with the serious face. Close my eyes, what? Prove that you are master. Just close your eyes and breathe normally. I close my eyes. I feel something slightly touching my forehead. Hey, it's Brixton. It'll be the end of her story. Are you doing something weird? Master, please stay silent and concentrate on my fingers. If you are magic, you should be able to feel my magical energy. I see, so if it's Saber finger touching, I hold myself together and calm down. Then, what is this? Saber, what is it? It's nothing. It's not something you should be asking. You and I are connected by our contract. It's only natural that you will understand my stance. You mean what just happened now? I don't know how you saw it. It is your standard that measures the servant's abilities. Some masters classify according to color, some classify according to animals. So in other words, you perceive it in a way most comprehensive to you. This is a standard concept for a master, so please check it. Like me, once you see someone, you shall understand their details. I see. I was a bit surprised since it was so sudden, but I might be able to act a bit like a master now. Master, I have simplified things, but that is all the explanation I can give. Okay, it was quick, but I get it now. Sorry, Sam. You should not be sorry. If you understand the situation, you should be deciding what to do from now on. She has to be leading forward. I see. Saber is the same type as Tosaka. Attack first! Well, we won't be doing anything different. I don't have the will to go out and beat other masters like Tosaka. Shiro. That does not make any sense. I don't have a will to obtain the Holy Grail as a master. Saber narrows her eyes. They are calm eyes of a swordsman who allows no disagreement. Stare back, try not to lose, and clearly tell her my mind. I do. But that's only because I don't want anyone evil opinion. I have no reason to want the Holy Grail for myself. But that doesn't mean I will not fight. I am Magis. Even if I am amateur, I understand I can't back out of this now. I know I can't survive this without doing nothing. And you are saying you're fighting not to obtain the Holy Grail, rather prevent the conflict result from the Holy Grail. Yes, I guess you could put it like that. Yeah, I think that's what I mean. I can't put it in clear words. But such a fight is worth something, right? That's right. I don't feel anything toward the Holy Grail. But for a reason like that, I think I can fight with all my power and with pride. I don't understand. Say that you are Magis. Then you should desire the almighty Holy Grail. The Magi don't master pigs because they have a wish they cannot come true. What do you say? I have no unfulfillable wishes. I do have a lot of things I have to do though. That's right. So for now, I should try my hardest to involve any unnecessary people. And you were saying you don't want the Holy Grail? That you will not fight to obtain it. I didn't say that. Since I am fighting, I do intend to obtain the Holy Grail. That is a contradiction. Why desire something that you have no need for, going so far as fighting? That's because winning means obtaining the Holy Grail most of all. You need it, right? But we have to obtain it. Yeah. I don't know what kind of people the other masters are. Some of them may be really good people. I decided that you're an ally. So if you say you want the Holy Grail, it's only natural to help you with all my power. Well, it's the only option that I received from my father. But he said I should be selfish to become the super hero. Pointless to support everybody. So he told me to only ally with people I like and trust. I never thought about it that way before. But I think that's how I should be now. I can't do something like fight for myself. But if I can fight for you, then that's good. And to be honest, if this girl seriously yearns for it, it's only natural to want to obtain it for her. On the guide. Then are you saying you will not fight if I give up the Holy Grail? That's a problem. Saber says that all my premises will come. It would still be the same. I said I'd fight. So I won't run. That is for sure, Saber. But I get up while looking at her in her eyes. Saber does not answer immediately, but looks up at me after letting out a deep breath. I understand. If you say so as a master, I will only obey. My goal is the Holy Grail, and even if your goal is to stop the conflict, our destination is the same. But Shiro, Saber stops. With her eyes, gaze upon something far away. I cannot clearly put this in words, but you will regret it later on. You will surely regret it. She says those words. Hey, we got our status and weapon screens back. Saber's stuff is basically identical to what it was in in Base Fate. Same thing with Lancer. We'll be getting other stuff for them, but for so far, yeah, they're basically just exactly what they were. We haven't run into any. Oh, Berserker. Oh yeah, they haven't told us his true name yet. Which actually I don't think we figure out later, I believe, because I think Rin tells us. We've skipped breakfast and it's noon already, so we decide to eat lunch. Saber can't turn into a spirit like Archer, and I'm not sending her magical energy like all other masters are doing. It doesn't seem to be said, but this is because I'm unskilled master. It seems she could sleep but stop consuming magical energy, but doing so doesn't replenish it. So food will be our only source of energy. I'm in charge of cooking, so there can't be any delays around. Servants take physical form by using magical energy, right? Then, since you can't restore magical energy, you'll get weaker every time you fight. I ask her after cleaning up our meal. It doesn't mean I cannot restore any magical energy. Magical energy is constantly created within oneself. A servant with an outside source can create magical energy by using its own magic circuit. See, there's no problem, right? Now, to explain. Let me use that faucet as an example. Water dripping out of the faucet right now, correct? Please consider that as my magical energy being created, and the cup receiving the drop is me. In this state, I can accumulate magical energy slowly. Now, there will be more dripping water than the water in the cup holds. As long as the cup holds some water, the faucet will create more. But when the water runs out, when I use up my magical energy, the faucet shuts off. There will be no supply of magical energy, and the cup will be forever empty. That means elimination for the servant. Either to receive a fatal blow or lose enough magical energy. But the latter rarely occurs. All you need is a drop of water in the cup, right? If there's a bit of water left in the cup, the faucet will create more water and fill the cup up. Yes, but the water in the cup is constantly consumed. It is lost without me doing anything. And we've lost at a faster pace during battles. But it's simply, a more powerful action requires more water. If I'm to use my noble phantom, I could empty the whole cup, even if it may be full. This is getting complicated now. To sum it up, I, her faucet, am not giving her magical energy. She can only restore magical energy at a slow pace. The rate it be just that of dripping water. Therefore, she should end battles as quickly as she can and sleep right after to stop consuming any unnecessary magical energy. That sounds like a luxury we can't afford, eh? Correct. But doesn't mean I cannot use it. I should be able to use it once if I reduce the power I put into it. You're saying, I can't let you do that. I'm not allowed to use an old Phantom, okay? I don't know how I'll apologize to you if it causes you to die. I place the tea in front of Saber. She frowns and reaches for the tea, and then the phone rings. A phone call this time on Sunday? I have all too good an idea who it may be. I'm scared of the consequences of ignoring that call. Hello, this is Emiya. Hi, this is Fujimura. I feel dizzy. She is the strongest in one regard. She simply discards all chaotic events that happened since last night. And I feel like it's just a normal day. What? Sorry, but I'm busy right now, Fujine. Yeah, I'm busy too. I give up my day off to teach my students. It sure is strange. I feel like Fujine is right now in front of me, puffing with pride. See? Then I guess this isn't time for chit-chatting. There are no robbers or fries here. You can rest assured you can go back to your club. I try to cut off first conversation. Hold on, I'm calling you, so terrible if you hang up without hearing me out. I've been in trouble since last night, but it won't do any good to tell her that. Well, I guess she's in a little trouble right now too. Fine, so what do you want? I want to eat lunch, Shiro. How about that sweet omelet you make? That'll be it for my order. I want it delivered to the archery range right away. Bye! Jeez, what's up with the teacher? Yeah, guess it can't be helped. I hear beasts go wild when they're hungry. What an apron I just took off. Well, we have leftovers from lunch, and the omelet will be easy to make. I'm done. Saber, can you watch the house for me? I'll only be gone for a while. I carry Fujine's boxed lunch and go down into the hallway. Saber follows me, for some reason. I put on my shoes. When I look next to me, Saber's there putting on her own shoes. Saber. I follow her too. Well, I know what she's going to say, but I have to ask you. Well, I shall accompany you if you're going outside. Sirens protect their masters. It's too dangerous to let you walk outside alone. It's not though. Well, this is something I have to tell her eventually. This is a good time, so I'll tell her now. Saber, masters try to avoid getting attention, right? And daytime should be safe time. They won't attack me unless I go to an isolated place. I am aware of that fact, but there could be exceptions. Since you are inexperienced, I should be by your side constantly. Does she mean she'll be with me all the time? You idiot. I can't do that. First of all, what will we do when we go to sleep? Are you testing me, Shiro? That is the time that requires the most attention. I shall be on standby, right next to you. But I have my blushing face and take a huge breath to calm myself down. Damn, how stupid of me. I finally realized this important fact. This is what it means to fight alongside her. What is wrong, Shiro? I didn't think it was such a surprise to you. It's just as I should be doing as Rin did last night. Don't kid. I'll go crazy even if I even fight if you do that. I can't allow that. I'll prepare you a room so you can sleep there. I won't give in an inch if you look at me like that. Please, stop this nonsense, Shiro. I've tolerated most of your contradictions, but you can't compromise on this. Your plan is full of mistakes for a master. I cannot obey you unless you explain your reason. Saber looks at me, putting pressure on me, but I stare back. I don't have a reason. I'm telling you to just do this. It's safe during the daytime, so go ahead and rest. I refuse. I cannot be an order unless you give me a clear reason. You don't get it. You're a girl, so there's no way I could sleep in the same room as you. Saber freezes. Anyway, I'm going to prepare you a room when I come home, so rest until then. I run out the door. Man, this is pathetic, but I'm running away, and I'm doing such in front of my opponent too. Jeez, am I a kid or something? I run outside, slap my blushing face. Well, anyway, Saber should understand since I told her from. I apologize for yelling at her after I come home. I go down the hill. It takes about 30 minutes to get to the school on foot. I don't have a hurry, but I'm walking quickly right now. The reason being, the girl walking silently behind me. She'll follow me to the school if I don't do anything. I have to clearly tell her right there. I told you to wait at the house. You won't obey your master. I stopped and turned her. After glaring at me, who knows? If a servant is not following his master's order, it must mean the servant did not hear the master. She turns away from me. I ignore Saber and go down the hill. Behind me, Saber's there, silently putting pressure on me. Go home now. Do I have to tell you that it's annoying to have you following me? I glare at the girl who's walking exactly 5 meters behind me. The face. I don't know what her problem is, but I'm just met with the silent defiance. Jeez. I have no idea what she's so mad about, but I'm sure she's just obstinate. Fine, do what you want. I ignore Saber and walk on. I go up the hill leading to the school. This town has lots of hills. This one is especially long. The school at the top of the hill is high enough to be able to see everything in this town. It's a bit past 1 o'clock. Fortunately, I don't see any students around. It's Sunday, so I bet most people at the clubs are still resting after eating their lunch. Well, that's good. But I still shouldn't go any further. I sigh and give up. I turn around. What's up? Saber comes up to me and glares. She looks even more angry, as I've been ignoring her this whole time. Saber. What is it? I believe you told me to do as I wish. So you only hear things that are convenient for you, huh? Of course. I am a servant, so I cannot allow my master to be in danger. Alright, you win. I give up. So let's go to the school together. You should understand that the school is a safe place if you go there. And I'm sorry for yelling you. Well, let's make up a story for you. You're a relative of my father, and you came to visit and sightsee. Is that alright? We walk up the hill with Saber. Yes, I do not mind if that's convenient. Alright, so that's what we'll go with. Yeah, you would have met them sooner or later, so it doesn't matter if I introduce them to you now. That's right, Saber's about to beat Sakura and Fujine if she's staying in my place. Oh yeah, I forgot to ask you, where did you get those clothes? Rin gave them to me. She said I will need normal clothes since I cannot turn into spirit form. That's unexpected. I'm not surprised because of his kindness, but just that she'd have such feminine clothes. But what about the armor? Is that back at the house? No, that armor is formed from magical energy. I can remove it at will. It will immediately protect me during battle. So you can take it out at will. Yes. So you need not worry. I shall protect you even if an enemy attacks us. Yes, that is comforting. Maybe because I've kept quiet until now. My honest opinion slips out. Saber does not answer and continues up the hill. Here's the school gate. Oh well. I guess I'll just pretend I'm showing a new student around the school. Saber. If anybody stops you, just shake your head. It'd be great if you can make an expression like you don't understand Japanese. Saber, what's with that severe expression? Don't scare me. Oh no, I wasn't looking at you. I was just surprised at how strong the lingering magical energy is here. Lingering magical energy? Is that true? Saber says so. I don't feel anything. Well, I can't feel magical energy unless it's really strong. But it's not something to be surprised about. Rin is in the same grade as you, yes? This place is where Great Magus is gone for over a year. I'm sure she has a workshop, so some magical energy will flow out no matter how well she may try to hide it. It seems magical energy Saber feels is from Tulsa. She's pretty stupid. I think her magic made sense even before you went inside. Wait, is she hidden there right now? No, it does not seem she is here. I should be able to feel the energy more strongly if she is. Nobody resembling a Magus is currently on this property. There is a strange feeling, but there is no danger. I told you there's a danger. Alright, let's go in. Oh, Emiya. What are you doing? Are you in charge of her meal? A person that knows you well come in handy at a time like this. Mitsuzuri Ayako, captain of the archery club, even figured out why I was here just by seeing me. I'm here to deliver her lunch as a guest. Is Fujine here? Yep. Man, you saved us. We were worried because she was hungry and started getting edgy. The cafeteria is closed. So we're considering going somewhere to buy her food. Is it that serious? Wait, were you thinking of going to Toyoetsu by yourself? Where else can I go? We're short on money already, so I can't be spending money on emergency food. I just made Mitsuzuri, the woman who hates to waste money. By the way, Toyoyetsu is the name of the supermarket in the shopping district. In the archery club, anyone resting their arm and taking a break is set on a grocery run as an exercise. It's a contradictory custom because even though it's an exercise to rest your arm, you have to carry back a lot of groceries. I was a bit fortunate. Here's the lunch. It's a bit late, but go ahead and give us a Fujine. I hold up the bag. Wow. 3-layered boxed lunch, huh? It's been a while since I've seen this. You're good at doing small, intricate things. I don't know what she's happy about, but she smiles. Oh yeah, she's good at mass production. Mitsuzuri is usually in charge of dinner during training camp, and she surprises us every time. The world of cooking is deep, considering how a curry with whole potatoes in it tasted good. Well, anyway. Mitsuzuri only looks inside the bag and doesn't care. Just take the bag. Is it a problem with Fujine going wild? Yeah, if you think so, you should go inside quickly and give the lunch to her. First of all, you should know she'd get mad if I turned you away here. I don't want to shoot out by Fujimura-sensei, so go on in. She points to the range using her chin. She's right. It can get scary later on if I don't at least go see her. I'm not here for the archery practice, so I can go home as soon as I hand her her lunch. I give up and head to the archery range. Mitsuzuri, you should be checking if Fujine has her lunch or not, since you've been here long enough. It's bad if the teacher starts looking at her students' lunches. Well, I was a bit tired this morning. I've been busy lately, so I don't have time to spare. Well, it does no good to be complaining to you. Then she suddenly comes up and whispers in my ear. So, who is she? She's really beautiful. Do you know her? Her voice is tense as she asks. Yeah, you'd usually be surprised to see Saber. All the more if she's coming to the archery range with after me. So, is an acquaintance of yours? Kind of complicated. Let's just say she is. And if you can go ahead and tell everyone not to make a fuss about her when we go in, I'd be indebted to you. Alright, I'm curious, but I like that condition. Don't take it back later, okay, Amiya? I open the door. Saber suddenly follows after me and Mitsuzuri. We enter the archery range. The range is allowed at the battlefield, since it's right after lunch. Fujimura-sensei, Misaki-san is saying she's going to die at a stomach ache. How old was that crack? That's just her side hurting. I ate it. I'm doing fine. So I just gave her some kelp. I'm going to practice. So can you move the stove? It's cold, a quarter of this ring. Did you have some guts? Go run around the range 3 times in shorts. Go and beat that run character of yours into shape. We have bleeding over here. Hidekaku-kun cut her cheek with the blowstring. You have to go to the nurse for this small wound. There's rubs from aloe plant in the back on it. Jeez. Why is this bow like this? I can't put the string on if it's like this. Oh, there. Don't push on the top. You're still young. So get someone to help you if it's difficult. If you break it, your neck will be broken later on. That's it. I'm going to break your neck for breaking your precious bow. Sensei, we don't have any powder. My hand's slipping. Oh, really? Could someone go check the storage room and out of stock? Sensei, we're out of stock as well. I think because you forgot to order more the other day. And then, in the first years are to go to the baseball club and steal some Rosen bags. Man, she's nuts. Man, this place doesn't change at all. No. I can't be watching the hell steam forever. Great. Misaki. I call out her. Senpai. Sakura puts down her bow in her hand and runs to me. Senpai. Wait, you don't need to. Could it be I brought lunch for Fujine. I'm sorry, but can you go get that crazy teacher over there? Oh, yeah. She was calling someone. I don't think the teacher finished went. She slumps her shoulders. That's it. Fujine is giving absurd orders because she's hungry, right? It might be too late. Let her eat this. I'm sorry for coming home late last night. And thanks for making me dinner. Yes. I'm glad you say so, but... She looks behind me. There stands a gold-haired girl unsuited to this range. Senpai. Oh yeah, was I too late? I made something for you as well. That wasn't necessary. No, that's not true. I'm hungry as well. I gave half my lunch to Sensei. I made your lunch so that you could eat it right away. It shouldn't take that long to eat. Well, I don't think anybody's going to complain if that's the case. You're right. I'll have some then. Will you be here all day? Since I'm here, I'll stay here until the club is over. I skipped making dinner yesterday, so I'll cook dinner today. Come and eat with us. Yes. It'll be my pleasure. Then I'm going to go get Sensei. Senpai, please don't just drop off the lunch and go away, okay? Sakura goes to get Fujine in a hurry. And look around, Mitsuzuri is explaining things to students that are getting rowdy from seeing Saber. Well, I have a couple for my goal. I'm full now. The sugar's flowing to my brain, so I'm finally up to par now. The break room. Fujine is munching on some sweet bean jelly as she drinks some tea. The only thing audible in the quiet dojo is the sound of arrows. It must be because Fujine is calm now. Sensei, I'm going to the range now, so excuse me. Alright. Oh, can you tell Mitsuzuri-san to come? I need to talk to her. Okay, please stay at your leisure, Senpai. If you can, it'd be help me out, coach. Sakura bows and leaves. When she does so, she looks uneasily at Saber, who's watching us quietly by the wall. So what are you going to do now? Club's over at 5, so will you just watch until then? What should I do? Seems Saber's looking at the archery range with interest, so I should... Alright, so here's some actual basic options. None of these actually matter. The show Saber around the school is, I believe, the one they use in the anime. With Go to the Student Council Room, I think it ends up kind of the same way. But the actual option we're going to do today, because it provides the biggest love stat, is stay at the archery range. Because the love stat is really important in this route, because bloody choices. That, and also if you stay at the archery range, you actually get some extra information that's actually relatively interesting. So we're going to go do it. Yeah. I think it'll cause trouble if I walk around the school with Saber. I'll relax in this familiar cloak. Yeah. I'll stay and watch. Not gonna be bothered. Okay. Right. I'm going to teach, so you can relax here. Oh, you don't have to restrain yourself if you want to shoot. You're my student, and you're better than most people. It's true, I'm better than anybody when it comes to shooting arrows. Even though I was away for a while, I'm sure I get the same result I had when I used to come here. That's not because of my skill at archery. I can hit a target like I do mine because of my everyday training in medic. Those usually missing the endurance. What? Do you mean how to shoot more than 200 arrows a day, and how everything else is just releasing the bow? You know boring things, Shiro. Hey, you should know this if you do archery. At any rate, I can't shoot if my mind isn't in it. I'm not prepared at all, so I don't know if I'll even hit the target. Sure, shooting arrows every day isn't the trend. The endurance is good enough if you're training yourself. It's good to make a distinction. But it's also good to try to respect archery. It'd be good if you just nod, but be honest once in a while. Fujine disappears into the range. Mitsuzuri comes in, as if to take her place. Excuse me. Oh, why the upset face? I bet Fujimura-sensei scolded you, huh? I guess so. She told me not to worry too much. No, she's totally right. Oh yeah. I was confused you didn't want to shoot anymore. But you still want to, huh? That's unexpected. Unexpected, but you thought I got bored with archery? Yeah, you only missed the target once. You're freaking good ever since you went to the club. Your form was really beautiful. Looked like you didn't know how to miss. I thought you weren't happy about hitting the target because you're so good. You can't get into the mentality without the bow. So I was annoyed the bow might just be hindering you. Oh, did I guess right? I bet I did. Shooting's the mentality of shooting your mind, right? The arrow is not shot at the target, but shot at the mind of the shooter trying to hit the target. So you won't understand the mentality if you can't face yourself. In other words, archery is a way to kill yourself. It's trying to make yourself transparent and become one with nature. The 8 stages of shooting: Ashibumi, Dozukuri, Yugame, Mae, I think it's Yugame, Ushiokoshi, Hikiwake, Kai, Hanare, and Zanshin, I know I can say that last one right, exist for the purpose. Kai is the unity of self and the target. Hanare, releasing the arrow which become yourself and time stops. Zanshin, the self that is shot to the target already knows it will be hit, and the action as the result becomes one to make the past and the future into a point. It is only a way to train yourself according to set stages. Zanshin, if you think about it, is the follow-through. It's the everything is happening, you can't do anything, so it will work. Other arts do it as well. Pretty much a lot of Japanese culture has Zanshin in it somewhere. Yes. Archery is similar to meditation and magic. Well, it's like preaching to the Buddha. Hitting the target is like a bonus in archery. Archery is more about the path to obtain the mentality. Path, not a technique. But to have put it another way, you can't reach that mentality without a bow and arrow. I thought that was the boring part. We shoot arrows and feel it when we hit the target. We know hitting the target, the technique, but we can't tell if we succeed unless the arrow hits the mark. But you're the type who doesn't care if the arrow goes. Anyone can hit the target in archery. Disregarding bothers and things like 8 stages of shooting. Anyone can hit the target if they pursue the technique to hit the target. But they're only making the arrow hit the target with technique. Real shooting hits no matter how bad the shooter may be. I don't know. I go to the range so I can hit the target. That's what we're talking about. Isn't there a faster way of hitting a bow going to the range? Which one? The bow and arrow are unnecessary for you. You missed the target once before, right? I went to see how surprised you'd look, but you acted normal. I asked you why. You said, I missed because I imagined it or it didn't miss. It didn't miss as a result, but you made it with your own mind. That's when I thought you were always imagining the arrow striking the target before you released it. What are you saying? That's just basics, right? Don't you imagine the arrow hitting the target and release it accordingly? Correct. People try different things. Result. It's only imagination. We can't see it like you do. It means you're one with nature. You've reached nothingness. Put it in martial arts terms. I don't really know if I'm seeing, but I can nod back to the nothingness part. It is the strength of Magnus to erase oneself to make the self into a circuit, making the self transparent and reading the self's attachments and wishes to obtain the result. Training of archery and magic are similar in regards to making the self into nothing. It's difficult. So what did you want to tell me? It's just that it's easy for you to turn transparent because you're unselfish. You should be more selfish and greedy. It's boring to become a master at such a young age, right? I won't tell you to be like Shinji, but why don't you have some fun once in a while? I'm at a loss for words. I think that's not true, but I can't think of anything that's fun for me. See, that's why you're troubling Sakura so much. You have to know how to have fun, or you won't be able to when you're at old. People call those kinds of people good for nothing, you know? Nah. Has been so bad that a classmate is worried when I get old. Why are you worried about it? Because you don't laugh at me. Talking about the training camp we had before. We were all laughing, but you didn't laugh even at my best jokes. So, yep, I'm still holding a grudge from that time. She declares as if smiling to a rabbit. Oh, I love this theme. So good. The club ends as the sun starts setting. The sun sets earlier in the wintertime, and they must also take into account the dangerous events happening recently. But where's Shinji? I haven't seen him today. He's skipping the club. He might have a new girlfriend. So he'd like this time recently. Mitsuzuri says this as if nothing and walks to the school building. See ya. I visited the teacher's office. Holding the key in her hands, the archery club captain leaves. We're at the front gate. Fujine, Sakura, Saber, and I part with everybody else here. Goodbye, Sensei. Don't tease Emiya, Tiger. We start going down the hill with those voices in the background. We keep walking. Sakura and Fujine are beside me, and Saber is following behind us. Why is that girl following us? Then, it seems she has only realized it now. Do you know her, Shiro? This is the second time today I heard that question. Thanks to Mitsuzuri letting me practice, I'm able to answer without hesitation. Yeah, I brought her here, so it's natural for me to know her, right? Yeah. What kind of relationship do you have with her? Yeah, I've never heard of Shiro having a foreign friend. No, she's not my friend. I'm an acquaintance of my father. I guess she's the daughter of a friend of my father. Kiritsugu-san. This girl came to visit Kiritsugu. Yeah. She'll be staying in my place, so please give her best regards. Sakura and Fujine had the same reaction at the same time. It's only natural for them to be surprised. Wait, Shiro, are you going to be living with her? No, Saber's only staying a short while. I'm only letting her stay here, like in a hotel. It's nothing to be surprised about. Oh, she's called Saber-san. I know it's a strange name, but I think it has some strange aspect, considering she's not used to Japan. Oh, she might be a bit blunt, but she's actually really kind. You'll help me out if you could be friends with her, Sakura. Okay, that's fine, but... Sakura looks away from me and looks at Fujine as if asking for help. Fujimura-sensei, will you permit Saber-san to stay? I can't approve of it as a teacher, but I can't ignore someone depending on Kiritsugu. Looks dependable, so I don't think anything will happen, right, Shiro? Fujine glances at me as if asking me an impolite question. Of course, she's my guest. She's my father's guest. I can't do anything impolite. First of all, she's like my sister. How old is she? She looks younger than Sakura-chan. I guess so. Because she is. She looks physically 14, I believe. Then when we come to the bottom of the hill. You like her, Shiro. She's starting to guess with surprise. I don't know, I just met her too. So I can't answer a question like that. My face is burning. My face is all red right now. You're telling the truth. But I might be possible for the future, huh? I don't know what she read off of me. Fujine crosses her arms and grows quiet, as if pondering something. Something's up. Saber's stay was approved. I guess it's fine. It'll be a good experience if we consider this a homestay. This place has empty rooms. Fujine makes up her mind. Sakura was silent the whole time, but... Okay. It's not something I can protest about. It seems she understood in the end. So it's dinner time now. I put extra effort into it as a welcome party for Saber, and thanks for last night. Prepared a minced bonito salad, fried chicken, meat stew, and tempura of every kind. There's a lot of types of tempura, so impressive. The dinner consisting of various dishes. Ends without anyone saying anything. I washed the dishes in the kitchen. It's not like I was hoping for a cheerful dinner on this first day, but I couldn't. There have been a bit more conversation. And the taste of tempura was really well made. It was perfectly made, so they should at least have said something. They didn't finish all of it. What's up with more please 3 times? Being the only thing that was said. Cleaning up after 4 people takes a bit of effort. Actually, could there be a meaning behind the fact that Sakura is not coming to help me tonight? Well, dinner's over because it's time now. Passes 9 o'clock. They usually not go home around this time. Could you walk Sakura home if you're going to go home? I'll call out her while doing dishes in the kitchen. There's no reply. Fujine is watching TV like she didn't hear me. Hello. Didn't you hear me, Fujime? Say. You go to the living room, tap her head. Then. I'm sorry, but I can't do that. I won't be able to take Sakura-chan home for a while. Why do you have to do that? Oh, no, it's because I'm staying here, starting tonight. As if it's already decided. Excuse me? How about you join us? I'll contact your place if you want. It's more fun for all of us to be here, right? Yes, please. You're a very dependable sensei. Wait. Why is Sakura-chan so enthusiastic? Alright, we can use it as the time room in the back. There's more than enough futons for all of us. That's fine with you, right, Saber-chan? Is it just me, or does it sound more like an order? Saber looking at me as if asking for help. This would be a problem, Shiro. I'm to protect you. I cannot do so at the same room as them. And I would not know how to interact with her. I'm sorry, I can't stop Fujine. It sounds like Fujine is using the proposal as an exchange. She'll probably take back letting me stay here if I refuse. We'll end up sleeping on the streets if that happens. That is a problem as well. The bounded field here is excellent. Its location is a good base. You're well prepared for any surprise attacks. You see. And please just hang in there for that reason. We should be able to meet up quickly as long as we're here. It's hard work to keep Fujine company. Just say you don't understand Japanese if she troubles you. Hey, stop whispering over there. Come this way, Saber-chan. Zero's a boy, so he can't by himself, right? Fujine pulls Saber to her. It's all decided. Saber's stay is approved. Fujine is staying, and Sakura is going to be keeping them company as well. The population here has increased drastically in just one day. This place really is like a hotel now. It's bedtime. The lights finally go out in the noisy tatami floored room, and silence returns. They say it gets noisy whenever women gather, and I guess it holds true even for the quiet Saber and Sakura. What's wrong? Must have heard Fujine's laughter. Still, it's true. It was loud in that room. Not good for mental health to have girls my age be rowdy in the same house. I guess you could technically say Fujine is about his age. He's 25, I think. At the time of this, anyway. Damn. My sleepiness went away without thinking about them. Things like Saber's troubled face. If Saber and Sakura are getting along, and whether Fujine is thinking at all or not. I get a headache the more I think about them. Just like this, it might be better to have Saber sleep in the room next to mine. It's 11 o'clock. The lights are out, and the house is dead silent. Quietly make my way to the door so I won't wake them up. I go outside. The moon is bright and the wind is cold. Under the winter sky, the world is as silent as if frozen. It's quiet inside the shed. This is the place where Lancer cornered me last night. This is also the place where Saber appeared. The entrance is open. It's dark inside. There's a driveway anyone might enter. I go inside. I shut the door to keep the air out and turn on the stove. At least 200 arrows a day, huh? The junior archery focus on accuracy, piercing strength, and endurance. Accuracy is how well one can hit the target. Piercing, how is the power to pierce the target. And endurance is to maintain the accuracy and piercing strength. I think there's something in an archery manual. Something about continuing forever after one masters the true meaning of archery. And how one should shoot more than 200 arrows a day. Yeah. I don't know what to do as a master. I should at least train my magic. I sit down and take a deep breath. Adjust my breathing and start unusual training. Mind imagines the same thing. The image of a sword pops into my brain. I ignore it and clear my head even more. Before letting my magical Throughout my body, I start to strengthen magic like always. Magic that I succeeded the first time in a few years last night. I have to repeat before I forget the sensation. Face on. I narrow my eyes and breathe out. That's all for now. I'll forget about the Holy Grail War, Saber, Tosaka, once I start this process. I keep my head up from all hesitation. But during the process, the thought of that Tosaka might be doing the same training never escapes my head. Interlude 4-1. Unlimited Blade Works. She goes through the darkness. Desolate night. She enters the room from the dark hallway. This is a room in a building somewhere. There are about 50 workers here. Most are male. All of them scattered around like puppies, with their strings cut off. She grits her teeth. The darkness is helping her as she cannot see. The air in this room is filled with the rotten smell of the plants. What's the smell? Can you tell, Archer? Opening the door and the windows, she has someone behind her. There's no one there. There's a presence thicker than air behind her. It must be a wish potion. The one that destroys love. Some love. But culprit not only took their magical energy, but made them men and as well. Then it must be a woman. I don't know what type of grudge she has, but it must be a big one to keep taking it out on people even after she became a servant. Stop talking and open the windows. They are still breathing. I guess it makes no difference. They are found now or tomorrow. Let's get away from here after we're done, Archer. He opens the windows and treats those who are especially bad condition. After that, she leaves the room. Yeah. I have to get my clothes to the dry cleaners. She sniffs her coat. Didn't touch it in particular, but her coat smells like rusted iron. The room was sealed. The floor of the room was covered in blood. The people threw up. The presence behind her takes form. It appears behind her, Tosaka Rin is a knight in red. He is Archer, who has protected her in spirit form. So, they are following towards Ryodo Temple. Yeah, all the life forces flowing towards the mountain. The Ukoma incidents in Shinto are all that master is doing. I don't know what kind of master he is, but such a thing beyond human powers. Is anyone capable of doing this? It'd be the cat servant casting. A witch of Ryodo Temple, huh? And I guess we made a mistake last night. Mistake? We talked about how we got away from Berserker. I think that was the best option. Catching such a large number, I'm sure she saw a fight last night. But we could not defeat Berserker. We let Saber go, and we gave away the scope of our power. The part is good for us. He speaks sarcastically. Our Rin does not answer it. Not a mistake that she made Berserker retreat and help Saber. And most of all, Archer has not shown the full scope of his power yet. Last night, it is true that the arrow Archer fired stuck Berserker, but Rin has yet to figure out his true identity. The identity of that powerful, noble phantasm. Rin. No, she knows the principle behind it. It was just a bomb. He just exploded the bomb called the noble phantasm in front of his enemy. It does not need to be said how extraordinary. That was a one-time noble explosion of magical energy using the strongest phantasm possible. Broken phantasm. That is the name of a noble phantasm this night Red possesses. Rin. It is too strange. There's ever only with one noble phantasm. It's a part of the whole life. What hero could possibly destroy such a thing freely? Rin. It is not easy to fix and destroy noble phantasm. It's like committing suicide for a servant to destroy noble phantasm. Rin. In other words, Archer abandoned his strongest weapon. He still had 6 more enemies he needed to defeat. No, first of all, he destroyed the proof of his heroism under his own will, so craved that our only other servants would faint from shock if they found out. Rin! Oh, what? Sorry, I wasn't listening. I asked you what we were doing. You must be tired from the previous battle, so we should go back and rest. Rin clenches her fists for words. At the previous battle, bone golems were swarming the hallway. She defeated them all by herself. She didn't need Archer's help, nor did she want it. Most of all, she felt anger towards the enemy who was breaking Magi's rule of not involving innocent people. That's why she destroyed them. She was mercilessly eliminated every one of them. She did not show any sympathy, even if those bones could have been a living person just hours ago. She did not suffer any wounds from the battle. 1. She fought while suppressing her nausea. She cut her lip from biting down on it.
キャスターを追うわ。
We're going after
気配
Caster.
はまだ残っている
You
ん
still
でし
feel
ょ
her presence, right? We'll finish this off before she can run to Ryudo Temple. I'm surprised. I thought it was your principle not to do anything
そう
impossible.
よ。
Yeah.
私、
I
結
just
果
do
が分か
anything
り
I
き
see as
けど
impossible.
これは別でし
But
ょ
this is different, right?
今から追いかければ
I'm sure we'll
尻尾ぐら
find
い
some
はつか
clue
め
if
る
we
だろう
hurry.
し
And most of all,
喧嘩を売らなければ
we have to
気
start
が
the
済
fight.
む。いや
Nah.
倒
We're
し
letting
や
the
すい
easy
相手を
enemies
放
run
っておい
loose.
て
We're going
も
after
っ
the
と
most
も倒
difficult.
れ。
Hey, now.
いいのよ
We can
セ
let
イバー
Saber
のこ
be.
とは放っておいて
We can finish them off
あんなの
anytime.
はいつだって始末でき
We
る
don't
ん
need
だか
to
ら
worry.
ちゃんとおとなしくしているんなら
We don't have
無
to
理に手を出すことも
out
ない
of our
わ
way. They're
あい
not
つ
going
が
to
家
do
に
anything.
隠れている分には見
I'm
逃
gonna
してあ
let
げ
them
る
go
だけよ
long as they hide away in their house. It'll be a different story if the
あ
master
のモ
comes
ン
in
スター
front.
が目の前にいれば
For example, Emiashiro shows up in front of you without a care. He's a master. These words are meant to test you. Looking down at the night
殺
time.
すわ
I'll kill him.
そんなこともわから
I
な
have
い
no
や
kindness
つ
to someone who
あげる
wouldn't
理由なんてない
understand such a simple fact. Roscoe Renians as if convincing herself. Interlude. And that's the entirety of day 5. Oh, day 4. Now we go into day 5, which has a lot of choices. Like, I didn't realize how many choices this has. I know UBW is long, but damn, it's long. Like, it's really long. Yeah. I'm going to save. We have had no choices that affect our ending status or Tiger Dojos. Therefore, I'm just going to override this one, and we don't have to worry about it. So that's good and good. I'm going to actually stream a bit more. We're going to go swap over, I think, to Civ 6 because Civ 6 is working. And I am interested in still kind of streaming for a little bit. It won't be very long, though. It'll probably be about 30-40 minutes, so not too big a deal. But we do this, and I will see you all in a little bit.